Tutorial 16. Running a task plan to import data. In this video, we'll look at creating a mechanism to allow users to import a list of businesses. We will begin by opening the analysis model Contacts. Here, we will add a file importer and call it Import Businesses. We will load the file Import Businesses version 1. The steps for creating a file importer should be familiar to you from your modelling course. Upload the file, and this will automatically create a stream. Let's rename both the stream and the file importer to something more descriptive. We'll call them Import Businesses. We'll set the stream to static so that we can reuse this data while we're testing. Run the new stream to import the data. Use the default view on the stream to check the data has been imported correctly. Now we'll need to link the Import Businesses stream we've just created to the business stream that already exists. So far, when we've entered data, we've relied on the UID incrementing. However, because we're importing data, we'll now need to create a sequence that will add this UID for us. In the repository, scroll down to Sequences and add a new sequence. We'll call this sequence Business UID. Set the start value to 10,000, which is higher than any UID we already have, and set the block size to 1 so that we increment in single-digit numbers. Now we need to set the attribute value expressions for each of the attributes on our business stream. The attributes will get their values from the incoming stream. However, the UID will get its value from the new sequence we've just created. Open up the expression and type in next value to get the next value in the sequence, round bracket, quote, the name of the sequence, business UID, closing quote, closing bracket, and save this. The remaining attributes will get their values in the form of in.attributeName, as the attributes will be obtaining their data from the in pipe. The description field is slightly different. If we try and use in.description, PhixFlow will throw an error, as we don't have this attribute in the in pipe. Instead, use _null. Now we need a task plan to run our businesses stream. Add a new task plan in the repository, and we'll call this Import Businesses. Don't forget to enable it so this can be run without using a scheduled task plan. Save your changes and we'll add an analysis task. Save your changes and add the stream Businesses. We now need an action on the Businesses stream that will run our task plan. Open the Businesses dashboard, unlock it, right-click and select Show Stream View Configuration. Here, in the Action section, we will add a new action. We will call this Import Businesses. Give this action the display name Import. Now, under the Run Task Plan section, tick the box Run Selected Task Plan. We'll need to apply our changes to get all the options available in this section. Use the cog to display the existing task plans and drag in Import Businesses. Finally, we'll add a confirmation message. Save your changes, and now we'll drag the action icon onto the Businesses grid view at the top of the screen. This automatically creates a button for us. When we import our data, we want the grid view to automatically refresh to show the changes that we've made. Go to the grid view configuration, and in the refresh action sections, select the grid button. Navigate to the action Import Businesses and drag this into the refresh actions. Now when we use it, the content will be refreshed. Switch to app mode and test the import button. You'll see that the grid view is automatically refreshed. Switch back to design mode and now we'll open the analysis model contacts. In this exercise, you will clear the test data using the rollback feature. This is something you will look at in more detail in the Modelling Concepts course. Just note that this is a very useful thing while developing models, but should not be used in production systems, at least not without the guidance from a PhixFlow project team or the support team. To access the rollback feature, right-click on the business stream and select Rollback Stream. We only want to roll back one set of data, and that's what we've just imported. We don't want to keep this data, so untick Keep Old Stream Sets. Apply this and follow the prompts. Go back to the Businesses dashboard and refresh the Businesses view, and we'll see that the data has been removed. Now if you switch to app mode, you can retest your import button. You can repeat this cycle until your import button is working as expected. Switch back to design mode and open up the contacts analysis model. We'll remove the static flag from our import businesses as we now know this is working as expected. Next, open up the configuration form for businesses. In the action section, open up import businesses. Here, we're going to navigate down to the file upload section and tick the file upload. Pin this action as we'll need to come back to this in a moment. We now need to get the tag value from our file importer. Open its configuration form and copy the tag value. Paste this into the tag expression on our import businesses action. Save your changes and open up the businesses dashboard. Switch to app mode and now we'll see when we use the import button that we're prompted to upload a file. Here we can upload the second import businesses file and we should see the new records appear in our grid. Switch back to design mode and open up the analysis model contacts. To make sure we have a consistent mechanism for setting the business UID, we need to update the add button on our businesses dashboard to use the sequence rather than relying on the automated mechanism that it's currently using. Open the configuration form for the businesses stream, and in the action section we'll add a new action. We'll call this Add Business and we'll use the same name for the display name. In the Stream Item Action Rule section, we'll add a new rule. To enable the features in this section, we must first apply our changes. We will add a rule, but first we will just pin our Add Businesses action so we can access it more easily later on. Back on the rule, we'll now add an action, and we'll call this action Add Business Action. We'll set the Stream Item action to be Update. The filter type will be Selected Items, and we will tick Copy Values by Name. Apply these changes, and now we will apply an override to the UID. Drag the UID into the Attributes to Update section and update its expression. We'll use the same expression here to set the UID that we did in the stream itself. If your stream item action doesn't appear, use the refresh button to display it. Save all of your changes, and now we'll go to the dashboard, Businesses. We need to apply the new action to our Add button, but as it's not shown, we'll need to find it in the Repository Explorer. Under the symbol button holder, open up the Add action, and in the Action section, navigate to our new action, Add Business Action. Drag this across, and this will set the action. Now, we'll switch to app mode and test our new action. To test your action is working correctly, you may wish to unhide the UID column. To verify the value is correct, the UID should be above the 10,000 in the sequence that we set earlier.